Freeze! I'm so scared. Hedwig, Cerberus, and Dementors, oh my!
Abracadabra!
Nice work, Professor.
I was just about to whip up a killing potion or poison or whatnot. I'm not scared.
Snape, do you know what contrapasso is?
A type of pasta or variation of ballroom dancing.
It's poetic justice. It had had to die.
I thought he was dead.
No! It had a... Crux. Take my arm.
Why are we here?
I'm taking you on a journey through the 9 circles of hell to show you that the evil which we have both fought against is being punished. Take this.
Worthy of this spectacular honor.
You've been a loyal fighter and confidant in this war with Voldemort. This is the gate of hell which leads to the first circle.
What's that hat doing over there?
This is Minos, the sorting hat. He classifies each sinner into one of the 9 circles of hell. We travel to each circle by dinghy. The dinghy is a small rowboat.
Is this the River Styx?
Yes.
Is that a waterfall?
Yes. All stolen objects and enchantments are lost in the waterfall. The thief's downfall. Hold on to your wizard shorts. Do you remember the Hungarian horntail from the Tri-Wizard tournament? There was a terrible accident after the tournament and she was blinded. Not much later, she died. She now burns thieves for eternity. The thieves are held with their hands behind their backs, so they cannot escape their punishment. You remember Mundungus Fletcher, convicted thief, guilty of stealing from Sirius Black, and so many others.
What a scoundrel. Next.
Griphook stole the sword of Gryffindor from Gringotts, betraying the trust of his kind.
Treasure rightfully belongs to the maker, not the purchaser.
The Voldemort's soul lies in each circle of hell to be tortured forever. He has committed sins that earn him a place in every circle. You're here too, aren't you? I don't stay here. I have a visitor's pass.
I always hated Mundungus.
Now we know why hell is always said to be a fiery place. It's the dragons. Welcome to the second circle of hell, greed. Here we see Scabior, a Death Eater who sold muggle bones for profit. And the gluttonous Professor Slughorn, who collected people like trophies for his own gain. The sinners are literally drowned in gold and riches. My dear Severus, would that not be considered thievery?
The third circle is for liars, who are forced to carve their sin into themselves, while a house elf, in this case Dobby, hits them with a frying pan.
Well, this could be uncomfortable.
This is Barty Crouch Jr., a Death Eater who imprisoned and impersonated Alastair Moody.
I, Barty Crouch, will be honored above all others. In hell. Good luck with that.
He actually was a Death Eater working for the Ministry of Magic, spreading its lies and bigotry to the people.
He's running away!
Dobby, get him! monster guarding this circle is the Cowardly Lion, a Muggle creation.
The sinners here must face an ever-changing boggart, forcing them to face all the fears which they hid from in life.
Gilderoy Lockhart, our former Defense Against the Dark Arts professor, has lost his memory. An arrogant man, he put his needs above those of Hogwarts.
No! Ah! No! No! I see Peter Pettigrew!
Yes, his cowardice led to both the death of Lily and James Potter and the rebirth of Voldemort. You are a coward for leading your followers to commit horrific sins, which you designed and encouraged. A mockery. The first of its 3 levels is occupied by Zachariah Smith, an obnoxious Hogwarts student. Fred and George Weasley taunt him forevermore. The next level of the circle contains Draco Malfoy, who is taunted by the French Knight.
You don't frighten us, English pig dogs! Go and boil your bottom, sons of a silly person! Blow my nose at you, so-called Arthur King! You and all your silly English kniggets!
Last and harshest level of the circle contains Auntie Muriel and Voldemort. Punishment is to be laughed at for eternity.
Not even funny!
No, please, no!
Doesn't that sound like Ricky Gervais?
It was horrible at the Golden Globes.
You clearly don't understand British humor.
This circle is reserved for the violent. They are punished by the Whomping Willow, which beats them for eternity. The basilisk guards this circle. The entrance to the circle, for it is extremely violent.
Violence is never the answer.
Here is Vincent Crabbe, a Slytherin and attempted murderer. He is accompanied by Amicus Caddo, a Death Eater who worked at Hogwarts and tortured students.
I'm sorry I tried to kill Granger.
They're also attacked by that awful cat, Cruikshank.
Really come.
Voldemort is here, of course.
We really must stop meeting like this.
I hate to see a Slytherin in that circle. It should only be those proud and annoying Gryffindors.
Be careful, Severus. Prejudice is next. The Thestral is one of the kindest creatures that lives, yet it is shunned and ignored due to its looks. For this reason it guards the circle, Prejudice.
What's that ruckus?
Hear the prejudice are singled out and screamed at by muggles. Naturally, the hateful Lucius Malfoy is here.
I, a pure blood, ridiculed by muggles?
I say you are pulling heaven down and raising up a whore. Dobby, get back to the third circle.
Please.
Creature is just cleaning. Creature hates muggles and their filth.
Whore!
The Dark Lord's sins are unparalleled.
He was quite the evildoer.
Yes. Hey Dumbledore, did you hear the one about the ginger, the mudblood, and the house elf who walk into a bar?
Don't make me turn this boat around. Have you learned nothing?
Some would call this the worst circle, as it is reserved for murderers.
Shut up, because stupid.
Murderers are subjected to the Avada Kedavra curse by their victims.
They die painful and slow deaths, only to wake up the next day and have the punishment repeated.
I'm sure that the war with the Dark Lord increased the population of this circle many times.
Among these sinners, you'll recognize Fenrir Greyback and Antonin Dollahov. Both friends of yours, I believe, Severus. Greyback, the werewolf, attacks children for Voldemort, often infecting or killing them. Dollahov murdered our former colleague, Remus Lupin.
The fur on that man is caked with the blood of his victims. How repugnant.
No surprise seeing you here, Tom.
What's that line over there?
It is each of Voldemort's victims, waiting to kill him.
I'm glad to have left that horrible place.
You should be there! Snape killed Dumbledore!
Be quiet, you articulate bumble.
We now approach the darkest and worst circle of hell. These people, these sinners, have done the deplorable, the unthinkable. They have committed an unspeakable act against a cute creature.
That's the worst circle of hell.
Have you seen Dobby's shoes? They're adorable! Mr. Filch did not realize it, but his book of punishments was intended for the sinners who reside here.
That explains the thumb screws. And
You shall be dragged by your ears to the dungeons, where a drunken Filch will be waiting with a cactus and a croquet mallet.
hello, Bellatrix. Why are you here?
Because I killed that insolent house elf, Dobby!
This is Walden McNair, Voldemort's executioner. He killed the adorable hippogriff Buckbeak before Harry Potter saved him by going back in time.
Despicable. Why is Voldemort here?
He killed a defenseless Pokemon. The most useless, yet cute Pokemon. Voldemort murdered a Magikarp. It has no defenses, and yet he slaughtered it.
That is deplorable.
Useless! I hated trying to level it up. All it did was splash!
There is no excuse, you fiend! Rot in hell for this! What have you learned?
I have learned that Voldemort will suffer for his sins forever. I've also learned to treat others, including Harry Potter, with respect. I've also learned how to row a boat and not to take off Dobby.
Dobby only meant to maim or seriously injure.